Hi, I'm Cassidy Beeman. I thought I'd share a part of my testimony about where signing a connection card saved my life. It showed me how God uses people even when you don't know where you stand with Christ. Signing a connection card can open the doors to let people of this church help you find God's direction. When I signed my first connection card, I didn't know the power of God. I was mostly saying thank you to some people. My coworker at the time asked me what I do on Sundays, and back then it was very far from church. She said, "This Sunday you're going to church." I asked if the church was boring. She said, "It's a free cup of coffee. If you like the service, keep going. If you don't like it, then you don't have to come back." Just stepping into the church, I went from knowing nobody in town to everybody at the church loving me. So I signed a connection card to let them know how great they are. After that, something crazy happened in my neighborhood. And because I put my address on that connection card, everybody in that church opened their doors for me. And after that, I joined a small group that got me to open up about my story. As I cried out my story to them, the pastor in that group looked at a newly single mom who needed a roommate by December, and my lease ended in December, which was pretty cool. But then I wondered, how will I move from one house to the other when I don't know anybody except for all these people from the church? Well, luckily, the pastor that helped me figure out all this stuff, her husband ran the men's group, and the men's group got me a U-Haul, packed everything up from my house, and brought it to the single mom's house, had it set up exactly the way I had it at my house. And I was like, "Can I pay you guys?" And they're like, "No, God told us to do it." And I was like, "God tells people to do things?" And that's kind of how I learned the power of God. And it's all through the people of the church, and signing a connection card really helped me put all that together. And our church can do that too. Soon after that, I got baptized by the pastor who helped set it up. And 3 years later, I told her I was moving to Fort Myers, Florida. And she just happened to go to the Indianapolis conference where Pastor Steve was going to. And she grabbed the first Fort Myers Nazarene business card she could grab and said, "You're going to this church." And I walked in and saw Pastor Steve, and he said, "Here's all your friends." And just opening up and telling people your story can help guide you to where you are today.